Revelation 13:16-17 reads, "He causes both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, that no one may buy or sell except the one who has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Well, folks, it's my good pleasure to have Bill Salus here from Prophecy Depot Ministries. Bill's a prolific author. He's written Revelation Road, and he creates many videos like Apocalypse Road. This is just a few of my collection of my Bill Salus collection. Bill, thank you so much. Well, once people take the mark of the beast, you kind of mentioned it a little earlier, it's a disaster, right? What are the pros and cons? I mean, a person during the tribulation, and again, we're talking about during the tribulation, not now. The church hasn't been raptured up yet. This happens 3.5 years into the 7-year tribulation. You don't have to fear the mark of the beast now, but there will be people left behind at the rapture, and they will have to choose the mark of the beast or not. What are their pros and cons about taking it?
Absolutely. I think there will be a lot of people, and again, let's clarify this for the viewers. This is only available at the midpoint of the tribulation. The first 3.5 years have already happened. The Antichrist now at the midpoint becomes the world's super political hero, and he now exalts himself above all that's called God. He hooks up with the false prophet. They now implement the mark of the beast. There will be people, I believe, at that point in time that will have to legitimately think through their options here. The pros of taking it are, one, you won't get beheaded, because those who don't take it, we find out in Revelation 20, chapter 4, especially Christians, they get beheaded. So that's quite a motivating factor. Also, you become a bona fide worshiper of the Antichrist. Now, some people find that prestige interesting. Like, so, for instance, a Catholic gets born today. I'll use an example. Said, "I was born a Catholic. I'm proud to be a Catholic. I'll die a Catholic." Right. So there's an honor and a prestige with becoming a worshiper of the Antichrist. Some people might have a pride about that. You can also become a buyer, a consumer, or sell as a merchant in this thing. Now, everybody's going to survive in this tough times. So the perk of being able to buy or sell as a merchant is critically important. Also, you obtain a personal world citizen digital ID. I believe you'll have digital IDs at that time that connects you to all the global services such as universal healthcare, universal basic income, global banking, world travel, public education, and more. You can have your driver's license, your passport, your medical records, everything contained, I believe, in this technology that is rapidly coming to the form and technically almost exists today.
Interesting. So what are then the cons?
The benefits of taking the mark of the beast is only going to last for 3.5 years, because the Antichrist is going to be thrown into the lake of fire at the second coming of Jesus Christ. Also, the first bowl judgment that happens at this point in time, when the mark of the beast is rendered, all the people who get the mark of the beast receive loathsome body sores. So if you don't, that's one of the cons. You do not want these loathsome body sores. And that seems to perpetuate throughout the whole second half of the Great Tribulation. You won't have to drink of God's wrath, because that's what happens. God's pouring out his wrath during that second half of the tribulation upon those who take the mark of the beast. You will not lose your shot at salvation, which is the other thing that happens. You cannot be saved once you've got the mark of the beast. You will also watch the Antichrist get cast in the lake of fire. This is your hero. This is who you're worshiping, and he's going to get cast in the lake of fire alive with the false prophet. The other thing is you will be judged as an unbeliever at the white throne judgment in Revelation chapter 20, and then you would get cast in the lake of fire if you had the mark of the beast and were unsaved. And then also, at that point, the last con is you would be cast in the lake of fire to join the Antichrist and the false prophet.
So you have to ask yourself, are you going to partake in the rapture? Or if you died now, you know that you'd be with Jesus Christ in heaven. Give your life to Jesus Christ, surrender to him, call upon him as your Lord and Savior, and you will be saved. And the mark of the beast will never be an issue for you.